Hi, welcome to Caballala. This is Agosta. I wanted to share with you today a sequence that I designed for my entire body after a surgery. I had a surgery in my right arm. My ulnar nerve was moved under my muscle, so it's kind of painful, and I have a cast which is heavy and it irritates my shoulder and my upper back. So I wanted to do something where I can stretch, but it's light and it makes me feel good. So I thought about sharing it with you. Maybe some of you can take advantage of this. So just be careful, make sure you follow your doctor's advice and take it really easy. Rest a lot and don't push yourself. If we're doing an exercise that feels weird or hurts, just don't do it. I also want to point out that a couple years ago, I hurt my arm, and I have some videos. I think there are 3 videos that I have in my YouTube channel that I shared with you guys at that time. So there will be more like now for arm videos, and that's because I have to have another surgery in my arm, so it sucks. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this sequence and get ready, and I see you on the mat. We're going to start by laying on our backs and bringing the knees towards each other together, and the feet are going to be as wide as the mat. So first we bend the legs, and then using the arms, we lay it on our back. We try to don't have the feet too far from the buttocks. So if we can walk the feet a little closer to the buttocks, that's good, it's better. And then we take the top of the shoulders down, lengthening through the back of the neck. And just take this moment to center, to bring the awareness towards the center chest, perhaps closing the eyes for a few breaths. And accommodate yourself, fix yourself. See that the upper back is flat. Feel the shoulder blades flat, resting on the mat. And even if your lower back is lifting a little bit, that's okay. Trying to keep the knees towards each other and refixing the pose. Extending the back of the neck by bringing the chin towards the chest a little bit. And once we are flat on the mat and relaxing the body, we're going to relax the mind by bringing the awareness towards the breath, just for a few breaths. Perhaps we can hear the breathing. We can hear the inhalation through the nose and the exhalation through the mouth. As we exhale, we let go of all stress and all distractions so we can focus on our practice. Checking in on the body also and see if you notice any part of your body that needs special attention. And then very slowly, if the eyes are closed, we're going to open the eyes, allowing little by little light coming into the eyes. And then we're going to heel toe the feet together and bring the knees towards the chest. Perhaps you can hug your legs in and do a little bit of the rocking side to side. And then we're going to place the feet on the ground, stretching a little bit the hips, right foot on top of the left thigh, and bringing the left knee towards the chest. So we can grab the left thigh from under the thigh. Trying to keep the hips even. Relaxing the abdominal wall and the top of the shoulders. And see, we can bring the knee a little closer to the chest. Right foot is flexed. And then we slowly release and we are switching. Left foot on top of the right thigh. Right knee towards the chest. Trying to grab from under the thigh. Flexing the left foot. Just a couple more breaths. And slowly releasing the feet. So we're going to do a couple abdominal exercises, and because I have this cast in my arm, I think I'm just going to bring my arms overhead and I'm going to be grabbing opposite elbow. But you guys can extend the arms overhead or just keep the arms by the size of the body. So everybody will choose the modification that works best. And you're going to bring the knees towards your chest and extend the legs 90 degrees. So if the arms they are by the size of the trunk, the palms are facing down and the arms are used as an anchor. If your arms are overhead, they are helping to stretch the torso and make the pose a little more difficult. And for me, the arms in this position are helping my shoulders to release and relax. So I'm getting double also benefit. But we're stretching the legs, squeezing the quadriceps. And allowing the abdominal wall to descend. Good, holding this for a couple more breaths. See if we can extend the legs as much as we can for the last breath. And then slowly bending the legs. Knees towards the chest. If you need to rest, you can bring the feet on the ground. If not, keep the knees towards the chest. If you're grabbing opposite elbow, you can perhaps switch the grabbing, the top arm switches. And we're going to repeat. See that your shoulder blades are flat, resting on the mat. We're going to inhale and legs 90 degrees. We're going to add now, bringing the legs a little bit down. So we're going down just for maybe 6 inches, 8 inches, just a little bit. Keeping the lower back on the ground, extending the legs. Now we're engaging the lower abdominals. And we hold this just for a couple more breaths, extending the legs. Abdomen in. And inhale, bring the legs 90 degrees. And bend the legs and bring the feet on the ground. And we're going to roll to a side and grab a block. So if you guys have a block with you there, grab the block. We're going to lay it on our backs again. And bending the legs, walking the feet towards the buttocks. Let's see. I'm going to invent a modification for me. Let's see if that works. No. That doesn't work for me. So you're going to place the block between your palms and extend the arms up 90 degrees. And the modification with the arm like this is going to be again grabbing opposite elbow. And then we're going to inhale and bring the arms overhead. Bring the arms overhead. And first allowing the back to just lift away from the ground. See that the feet are hip distance apart. And we're going to engage the back now. So in the next inhalation, we're going to bring the tailbone in and the abdomen in. It's like a little tucking with the tailbone. Flatten the entire back, resting on the mat. Extending the back of the neck. We try to feel the entire back flat, resting on the mat. Now we're going to release the back as we inhale, bring the arms back 90 degrees. Taking a couple breaths. If you're grabbing opposite elbow like me, switching the top arm. And we're going to inhale and bring the arms overhead again. So first allowing the curvature in the back, the lower back lifting the ground. And then in the next inhalation, we're going to take the abdomen in, tailbone in. We need press into the ground with the feet. That gives us the leverage to be able to bring the tailbone in. It helps a lot. Extending the back of the neck. Just 10 more seconds. And then slowly releasing the back and releasing the arms by bringing them back 90 degrees first and all the way down. And just taking a moment here. We're going to take the block, put it on the side if you used it, and then we're going to roll to the side. And when you guys are ready, you're going to sit up. Our next pose is the boat pose. We're going to practice it with the hands grabbing under the thighs, lifting the chest. So step one, it's lifting the chest, rolling the shoulders back. And then we're going to lean back a little bit, and we're going to bring the legs up so the shin bone is parallel to the ground, lifting the chest. Let's see if we can work the chest to lift it up as the shoulders roll back. Nice. And we're going to keep the hands here first and see if we can extend the legs. Staying up. Thinking in the abdominal wall, engaging. Good. And then we're going to bend the legs and come down. And take a couple breaths. Deep, nice inhalation and exhalation. We're going to go back up, but now in this second try, we're going to take the hands away from the legs. So we're going to make it harder. So grabbing behind the thighs first, lifting the chest, shoulders back, lean back a little bit, inhale, legs up. And here we can extend the arms. I'm going to keep my arms in bending position because my cast, but you guys extend the arms if you can. And then we're going to extend the legs, lifting the chest. Getting stronger every breath. Lifting the chest. Good job. 5 more seconds. It's just one inhalation and one exhalation. And bending and come down. Just taking a breath here. And we're going to come into the warrior one. So in the warrior one, we have the hands, the arms up towards the ceiling or in the hips if you have any shoulder issues. And we press with the outer edge of your left foot. We take the right knee towards the right pinky toe, turning the hips, lifting the chest, warrior one. Nice. And we're going to now bring the left leg forward and come up into warrior one with the other leg, pressing down with the outside of the right foot, and the left knee is coming towards the left pinky, turning to the hips. Bending that leg a little bit more, extending the back leg, and we're going to coming up in Tadasana. Come first into flat in the back, come into a tabletop with a flat back. Shoulder blades towards each other. Make sure the weight of your body is in the center feet. And we're going to inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to dive down. Forward fold. Letting go of the head. We're going to inhale and come back in the tabletop. Once again, we're going to flat the back. Shoulder blades towards each other. Lifting the tailbone and the head. And we're going to inhale, and in the exhalation, we dive down again. Opening the back of the legs. Lifting the kneecaps, squeezing the quadriceps. And then we're going to bring the hands into the hips and extend forward and up. Tadasana. We're going to continue with the goddess pose. So taking the feet wide apart. We're going to take the feet out a little bit. And we can bring the hands or heart center perhaps, or into the hips in my case. We're going to inhale. In the exhalation, we're going to bend the knees. So see that your knees are in the same direction of your feet. You're lifting the chest. And we're bringing the tailbone in a little bit. So we're trying to really open the inner groins. See that the knees are above the ankles. Lifting the chest, and see if we can sit a little deeper. And we're going to inhale and come up. Take a couple breaths. So we can repeat. And we're going to inhale. In the next exhalation, come down. See, now it's the second time, so perhaps we are a little deeper this time. Lifting the chest, tailbone in. Just 5 more seconds. And inhale, come up. We're going to heel toe, feet together. Next pose is Malasana. So we can use a block if we need, or something to sit. We're going to bring the feet a little closer to each other, and they come out a little bit. So we're going to start sitting down, nice and slowly. And if we use a block, it can be a blanket under our buttocks. And then see if we can bring the feet close to each other, but keeping the heels down. The hands can be heart center. And we really work in trying to stretch the top of the feet and the action of bringing the heels down. As we also take those knees away from each other. We're lifting the chest. Inhale and exhale and keep trying to take those heels down. We're going to come out of this. We're going to inhale and reach with the arms up, extending the legs. Use those quadriceps and come up. Tadasana. Inhale and exhale. Deep breathing. Going to take the legs wide apart. Aligning those heels, toes in. I wanted to try today, because I cannot extend my arm, I wanted to try to see if we can just forward fold in this position and grab opposite elbow and see what happens. But if the balance is not there, let's use the arms, okay? So we're going to inhale, lifting the kneecaps. In the exhalation, very slowly, we extend forward and we come all the way down, and here we can perhaps grab opposite elbow. You can put your hands on top of blocks or on the ground. If we are grabbing opposite elbow, we're going to work in moving the shoulders away from the ears. The abdomen is coming in, and we make sure that the weight of the body is coming towards the toes. And perhaps we can bring the hands towards the right leg. And walk the hands towards the left leg. And back to the center. And then slowly we're going to come up of this. So bring your hands on your hips. Strong, straight legs as we extend forward and up. And then heel toe, feet together. Come into Tadasana. Next pose is the chair pose. So we're going to bring the feet together, toes touching, legs touching. We're going to bring the arms in front of us up. And we're going to inhale. In the exhalation, bend the legs, chair pose. Bring the weight of your body towards your heels. And try to go deep. The top of the body is down. And the shoulders are moving away from the ears. We're spreading through the collarbones and trying to move the shoulders to the sides as we lift the arms. And inhale, come up. Take a breath with the arms up. We're going to repeat. Inhale. Exhale, sit. Sit. Good. Weight of the body on your heels. Knees touching. Top of the buttocks down. Go lower. And inhale, come up. And exhale, lower your arms. Going to do a couple balance poses. So I wanted to do the finger to toe pose, and with this arm I'm not sure, but with the other arm I'm going to do the left leg first. So we can use the wall if we need, we can use the strap if we need, or we can even do a variation where it's placing the weight of the body in the right leg and bringing the left leg just like this, just up this way. So you can choose your variation. If not, we just go for the pose. So grabbing the big toe. If we need the wall is going to be by the side of the leg that it's our grounding. And then we go. Extending. Lifting through the chest. Spreading through the collarbones. Last breath. And slowly come down. So we're going to switch legs. So switching legs, we're going to bring the leg. So in this one I cannot grab my toe, so I'm just going to practice by grabbing my leg and lifting through the sides of the waist, lifting the chest. There is always a way to practice a pose, even if you have an injury or you cannot do something for whatever reason, you still can do the pose, perhaps not the complete pose, but part of it. And the principles are the same in what I'm doing than with the complete pose. And slowly release. So the knees come wide apart, toes together, child's pose. And walk the hands towards the right. And going back to center, go towards the left. And back to center. And slowly walk your hands towards you. We're going to sit with the legs crossed. Sitting on the sit bones. We're going to twist. So we're going to inhale and you guys are going to twist towards your right. So your left hand is going to be resting on the outside of your right leg, and your right hand is going to be behind you, lifting the chest and twisting towards the right. Twisting at the abdominal wall, lifting the chest, but we feel that twist on our waist. We come back to the center. We go to the other side. So the right hand is resting on the outside of the left leg, and the left hand is going behind us or in our waist. And we turn. We come back to center. We're going to walk the hands forward. Trying to bring the chest towards the legs. And slowly we come back. We're going to switch the crossing. We're going to place the right hand by the sides of the body, and the left hand is going to come overhead to the side and just twist a little bit, reaching towards the right. Gotta keep the hips on the ground. And the arm that it's up, it has to move back. So we are taking the arm back, almost like we don't want to see it, behind our ear. Watch the head needs to be aligned with the spine. And slowly we come back up. And other arm. Inhale, and we go to the other side. So I'm placing my cast on top of my thighs so I can still do the pose. See, I was talking about, we can always do the poses even if we have to modify something. Not all the poses, but many of them we can do. And slowly we come to the center. And once again, we're going to walk forward, chest coming towards the legs. And walk yourself back to the center. And slowly release, remove the hands first. Good. Then we're going to hug our legs in and do a little bit of rocking side to side. We're going to bring the feet up so they can be pointing towards the ceiling. And we're going to practice a happy baby. We can grab under the thighs, perhaps the shin bone or the toes. Trying to keep the top of the shoulders down. And the heels are pointing up towards the ceiling. One more breath. And slowly release. Feet on the ground. We're going to roll to a side so we can grab the blocks. It can also be a roll blanket, but I like the blocks. We're going to open the chest a little more and relax our shoulders by bringing the blocks aligned this way. So we're going to use this short edge, the last edge of this block, and place it between the shoulder blades. Use the modifications that you need. If your head feels like the chin is lifting too much when we come down here, we can bring the blanket under the head. If this feels too much for the back, we can always keep the legs bent. And we try to open the chest, spreading through the collarbones. And if we feel okay with this extension of the legs, we extend the legs forward. The toes together, pointing towards the ceiling. Open the chest, relaxing the upper back. Get all the support you need for your head if needed. And what we try to do is bringing the shoulder blades towards the back. It's like we're pushing the shoulder blades in towards the spine. And then we're going to bend the legs and roll to a side or sit. Now we're going to remove the blocks. I'm going to lay it back onto our back. Bring the arms by the sides. I'm going to cross the right leg on top of the left and take the knees towards the left, the head moves towards the right. Gentle twist. We come back to center and switch. Left leg on top of the right. Knees towards the right. Shoulders stay on the ground. Head rolls towards the left. And we come back to center. Preparing for Shavasana. Bringing the arms by the sides of the body, or keep them where it feels comfortable. And extending one leg and then the other one. Palms up. Closing the eyes for a few breaths. Inhaling in deep through the nose. And as you exhale, release and let go of all the muscles on your body. Just consciously releasing everything, letting go. Check in with your body from head to toe and see that all the muscles are relaxed, that you're releasing. Bringing with each exhalation the sensation of melting into the ground. Start releasing the feels like you are melting. And focus in your breathing just for a few minutes. Then start moving the fingers and the toes. Stretching through the toes, perhaps bringing the arms overhead. And then bending one leg at a time. Rolling to the side and pause. And then when you're ready, sit up, crossing the legs. Sitting on the sit bones. Bringing the hands heart center. Last breath together. Inhale and exhale. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check my other videos. I think you guys can take advantage of those. And give me the thumbs up, and I see you next time. Thank you.